Hey everybody, Buzzsaw Gaming here, hanging out with my retro gaming buddy, Mr. Buzzsaw, on the comfortable backwards couch right there. In the background, the unique and quirky Luigi's Mansion, playing on the GameCube right there. Anyways, here to talk about 6th generation gaming. Now, as you know, a couple videos back, I had a video about the best gaming generation. Now, in my opinion, the best gaming generation was the 4th generation of gaming that had the Super Nintendo, TurboGrafx 16, Sega Genesis, and Neo Geo. The last generation where they all had carts. And anyways, a lot of you commented that your favorite generation was the 6th generation. So here you go. I'm going to talk about the 6th generation. It's probably my second favorite gaming generation, I would say. Also an awesome generation, probably the last great gaming generation ever. So sad, so bittersweet, but absolutely amazing, these 4 consoles. So I want to highlight these. Starting out in the beginning, we had the Sega Dreamcast with their famous launch on 9/9/99. Now, I gotta admit, when it first came out on 9/9/99, I didn't even know about it. I had no idea. I had absolutely no clue. Oh, Mr. Buzzsaw moving around. And I knew about it actually when they started liquidating Dreamcast. So when they were at the end, probably a year or two later, something like that, that's when I really knew about Dreamcast, and thought it was so cool that you know, at the time they were liquidating for $49.99. You could get a Dreamcast and it can go on the internet, and you know, the quote-unquote, you know, primitive internet back then. And yeah, it had also great Sega games as well, and an end of an era. I mean, so I really liked it. I mean, especially the black console right here. I mean, it's just super cool. The black Dreamcast console right there, the Sports Edition console, you know, very awesome. Absolutely love it. You know, so much fun. You know, I like the controller. I know a lot of people don't like the controller, but I really do. I like it a lot. And the games were so good as well. I mean, absolutely awesome. I mean, Crazy Taxi was so much fun. I mean, Virtua Tennis was really good. I mean, it was just an awesome system. You know, I love the noise it makes when it starts up. It sounds like an early, you know, 386, 486 PC. So, yeah, I really liked it. The VMU was very creative, and really one of my favorite systems, the Dreamcast. You know, absolutely amazing. And then came out PS2. And PS2 pretty much killed the Dreamcast right there. It's amazing because it had DVD playback, and it had an amazing array of games, and it was basically 100% compatible with PS1 games. So you had 2 massive libraries. I mean, and the games that came out were just amazing. You know, I got a couple back there. I mean, Shadow of the Colossus. I mean, how does the PS2 even play that? You know, those giant monsters, monster battle after monster battle. I mean, Katamari Damacy, I gotta admit, that one got my heart. I love it. It was so much fun. Oh! And Mr. Buzzsaw, taking off. Anyways, yeah, Black and Burnout and Gun, and I mean, just the PS2 was just, you know, the evolution. Was the most popular console. I think the most popular console of all time to this day. And I really like this slim model right here. It's tiny. It has a little flip up top right there. I mean, it's barely bigger than the controller. You can see I got 2 memory cards in there. One is PS2, one is PS1. And underneath that, I got the dongle for the DVD controller. I mean, I still use it as a DVD player, you know, to this day. So the PS2, you know, absolutely crushed it. Unfortunately, knocked out Sega. And just what a console, you know, what a time. Absolutely awesome. And then, I mean, Nintendo. I was following Nintendo my whole life up to that point. I had the original Nintendo, I had the Super Nintendo, I had the Nintendo 64. You know, it was just hardcore Nintendo all that time. And then GameCube came out and I didn't get one. I didn't get one until about, I don't know, 5 years ago, something like this. Something like that is when I finally picked up a used GameCube for cheap, and then I got some games for it. And I started getting back into GameCube. And yeah, I mean, at the time, you know, it wasn't the system for me. You know, I was, you know, an adult. I was, you know, working. I was, you know, all these things. And I didn't really want the kiddie games, you know. I didn't want Luigi's Mansion, you know, at the time. But, yeah, it's just an awesome, awesome console. And I really missed out. And I'm glad I was able to buy it. And I have a small collection. Unfortunately, it's, you know, become victim of the, you know, high prices. But I really like Zelda Wind Waker and the, you know, Metroid game. Although it's not my favorite Metroid, I think it's a really good attempt. You know, really nice 3D game. I mean, you got Mario Kart, which is really cool. Mario Kart Double Dash. You've got the, you know, F-Zero GX is awesome as well. I mean, just so many awesome games and new franchises too, like Pikmin. I mean, Pikmin is absolutely awesome. I mean, I'd say that's one of my favorite GameCube games. And then lately, yeah, I've been playing a lot of Luigi's Mansion. I mean, I didn't play it, you know, back when it came out. So, yeah, I can see the appeal. It's very quirky. It's very fun. It's, you know, very kiddie-friendly. And yeah, it's an awesome console. And just absolutely amazing, you know, just so much fun. And also, the controller. I mean, the GameCube controller. I mean, I've always loved the GameCube controller. It's just one of my all-time favorites. It's absolutely awesome. It fits so comfortably. I mean, it's a really great, great controller. I mean, also, you know, PS2 and even Dreamcast too. I know a lot of people, you know, don't like the Dreamcast controller. It's a little bit quirky. Yeah, it's not an absolute best, but it's really good. I like it. I think it fits really comfortably. Oh, and Mr. Buzzsaw charging around the room. Looking for a bug. Anyways, the controller, yeah, absolutely amazing. So GameCube, you know, what a great console. Got those two little spots down there for your memory cards. I mean, just great, absolutely awesome. Mr. Buzzsaw, going around. And finally, the Xbox, the original Xbox. Now, this was my pick during 6th generation, really, was the Xbox. I mean, I was there. I mean, not when it came out, but, you know, maybe like a year or so after it came out, I was on board with Xbox. I really liked it. It was like the Dreamcast 2. It has a hard drive built in, which was so cool. So you didn't need memory cards anymore. And the controller is awesome. I mean, it's got that super long cord as well, the breakaway cord. So if someone, you know, trips on it, it's not going to pull the whole system down. It's just absolutely amazing. You can also play DVD movies on the Xbox as well. So great. And the games too. I mean, they had really cool, unique games like Halo. I mean, it was absolutely a phenomenon at the time. Amped was so cool. I mean, that's, you know, still my favorite, you know, Xbox game. And you got games from Sega coming over. I mean, you had, I think it was Jet Grind that came over, and also Panzer Dragoon Orta came over. So just really awesome, awesome. And you had some really cool, like, dark-themed games. You know, Cold Fear, and you had Black on there as well. Just, you know, really cool. Just a cool system. It was the right system for me at the right time. And really like it. But yeah, this is the last, you know, great gaming generation, in my opinion. You know, after this, you know, my game collecting really fell off a cliff, I would say. I do have a PS4 Pro, which is my most modern console, which I think is an amazing console. And I do want to get a Nintendo Switch. And that's probably going to be my last brand new console ever. So, you know, I'm just going to swim around in the retro pond and be happy. So, but yeah, this 3rd generation, I mean, it's the last great generation. And look at these 4 consoles. They're just, you know, unique and different and really cool. You know, just such a great time. Anyways, put down below your comments. What do you think about the 6th generation? I know you guys, you know, commented it's your favorite generation. Maybe some memories about it. Why do you like the 6th generation so much? Which generation 6 console is your favorite? Yeah, just stuff like that. And yeah, I always reply to all comments. So anyways, love hearing from you guys. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.